This is the tallest Mayan pyramid on the northeast Yucatán Peninsula, and most of the 20 million tourists who visit Cancun every year have no idea it even exists. While they're all being herded onto expensive 3-hour bus tours to the Chichen Itza ruins, I'm going to show you how to get here in 20 minutes for the price of a Coke. This is El Meco, the most underrated, authentic, and mind-blowing Mayan site near Cancun. And if you think all hidden gems are just a few rocks in a field, stick around because the facts about this place will change your mind. Most people visiting Cancun will drop $200 on a shuttle to overcrowded Chichen Itza, where they'll fight for selfies with thousands of other tourists, all while overlooking the tallest Mayan pyramid on the entire northeast coast, which is literally a 20-minute bus ride from downtown. This place just underwent a massive renovation that was completed in January 2025, and archaeologists are calling it one of the most critical coastal Mayan sites in Mexico. But somehow, it's still flying completely under the tourist radar. Here's what breaks my heart. I am watching tourists get absolutely ripped off every day. Travel guides push the same 3 overcrowded ruins. El Rey is okay but underwhelming, and it was closed for maintenance when I visited today. In contrast, Tulum is beautiful, but it's tough to take a photo without someone's selfie stick in the background. And Chichen Itza is impressive, yes, worth the expense, crowds, and spending more time in tour buses than actually exploring. That's debatable. Meanwhile, there's this incredible Mayan archaeological wonder that ancient explorers called Yaxkin, which means first sun, that challenges everything we thought we knew about Maya coastal settlements. And the crazy part is that most tourists have never even heard of it. Let me break down exactly why El Meco is about to become your favorite discovery. First off, El Castillo, that's the main pyramid, stands 12.5 meters or 41 feet high. That makes it the officially tallest ancient Mayan structure on the northeast Yucatán Peninsula. But unlike those places where you're fighting crowds for photos, at El Meco, you might be one of maybe 10 to 20 visitors total on most days. Recent archaeological discoveries have revealed that El Meco wasn't just some random lighthouse or small fishing village. This was the Caribbean's most important port in an ancient trade network that connected Mexico to Honduras. We're talking about international commerce on a scale that would make modern shipping companies jealous. The obsidian found here comes from central Mexico, which is 1,000 miles away. The jade originated in Guatemala. Ceramics show connections to sites in Belize and Honduras. When you're standing on top of El Castillo, you're standing where Maya lords controlled a maritime empire worth billions in today's money. While tourists are paying around $35 to visit Chichen Itza and waiting in lines longer than a Black Friday sale, you can explore El Meco for a mere 75 pesos, about $4, and have the entire place practically to yourself. Now, let me give you the locals' blueprint for experiencing El Meco like a pro. First, timing is everything. Go early at 8 a.m. when they open, or late afternoon around 3 p.m. The new renovation included shade structures. Yes, they actually thought about the fact that the Yucatan is hot. But morning light is absolutely magical for photos. Transportation is where tourists usually mess up. Skip the expensive tours. Take a local colectivo from El Crucero downtown for 10 pesos. That's like 50 cents. If you're staying in the hotel zone, consider grabbing an Uber or taking the R1 bus to downtown for just 12 pesos. This is the best and cheapest way to get there. Avoid taxis, as you most likely will get ripped off. The new facilities at El Meco are awe-inspiring. They've added a proper visitor center, bookstore, library, clean restrooms, and a viewpoint so you can see straight to Isla Mujeres and the beautiful Caribbean Sea. Basically, everything that makes visiting archaeological sites enjoyable instead of an endurance test. You'll feel well catered and comfortable during your visit. Now, here's where El Meco gets fascinating from a historical perspective. When Augustus Le Plongeon first documented this site in 1887, he couldn't have imagined he was looking at the remains of one of the America's most sophisticated maritime trading centers. The guy was basically the Indiana Jones of his time, and even he was impressed. The architecture tells an incredible story. See those serpent heads at the base of El Castillo? They're nearly identical to Chichen Itza's famous pyramid. But here's what's mind-blowing. El Meco was built in phases, abandoned, then reoccupied multiple times over 800 years. Recent excavations uncovered something remarkable: a sacrificial stone carved with Tlaloc, the central Mexican rain god, alongside Maya artifacts. This proves the Maya weren't just trading goods, they were exchanging ideas, religions, and technologies across vast distances. We're talking about cultural connections that span thousands of miles. Structure 8 is massive, 115 feet of impressive colonnaded building, with 23 original columns still standing. This was El Meco's ancient marketplace, where traders from across Mesoamerica conducted business. You can walk through it just like Maya merchants did 800 years ago, except now there are helpful signs instead of jaguars. The wildlife situation at El Meco is honestly extraordinary. You'll spot coatis. They're like friendly raccoon cousins who are way more photogenic. Plus a lot of iguanas everywhere you go and over 30 bird species. The massive trees provide natural air conditioning that works better than most hotel lobbies. You'll be intrigued and excited by the unique wildlife you'll encounter. Here's something that's going to surprise you about the renovation. They didn't just restore the buildings. They created an integrated experience that respects both the archaeological significance and the natural environment. The new pedestrian walkways feel like they've always been there, connecting the ancient world to the modern Caribbean coast in a way that's both respectful and practical. 8 centuries ago, the Maya priests were sitting on top of El Castillo, looking out over 6 kilometers of open water to Isla Mujeres, where sacred shrines dedicated to Ixchel, the Maya goddess of fertility and medicine, drew pilgrims from across the Maya world. The view from up there is breathtaking. You can see Isla Mujeres clearly, understand exactly why this location was so strategically important, and get photos that your friends definitely won't have because they went to the same overcrowded sites as everyone else. So here's my challenge to you. Skip the overpriced, overcrowded tourist traps that everyone else is hitting. Instead, come here. You're going to love it. When you're sitting under those massive cecropia trees, watching coatis play while looking up at a 41-foot pyramid that stood there for 8 centuries, you'll understand why locals have been keeping this place as our Sunday escape for years. Now you get to be part of the secret, and if you want to combine activities, the beach is literally a 10-minute walk away. Now that you have all the extra time and money you saved by choosing El Meco over Chichen Itza and Tulum, let me share the 2 best ways to extend your day, tailored to your budget and vibe. If you want to treat yourself to something truly special, head over to Flamingos on the road to Punta Sam. This is about a 5-minute drive from El Meco, and it's kind of a hidden local joint. We're talking full beach club vibes with comfortable lounge beds, stylish wooden tables right on the sand, and that upscale beachfront atmosphere that makes you feel like you're living your best life. The setting is gorgeous. You're literally eating with your toes in the sand, looking out over the same waters that Maya traders navigated centuries ago. Bring your swimsuit because you'll definitely want to take advantage of this beach here. Now, about the pricing, this is definitely on the higher end. You're paying for the experience, the prime location, and honestly, some of the best service you'll find on this part of the coast. But here's what makes it worth it. They have a fresh fish market right inside the restaurant that guarantees everything was caught locally. When you can see your dinner being selected from ice displays of pristine red snapper, grouper, and mahi-mahi, you know you're getting quality. The whole experience feels luxurious, but not pretentious. You can spend a few hours here, order some cocktails, enjoy incredibly fresh seafood prepared by professional chefs, and feel like you've discovered your own private paradise. It's perfect if you want to celebrate finding El Meco, or if you just want to balance your budget-friendly archaeological adventure with one splurge meal. But if you're more in the mood for authentic local vibes and want to keep your budget in check, then Playa del Niño is calling your name. This is the real Mexican deal, a crowded public beach about a 20-minute walk south of El Meco, where you'll find the complete opposite experience from Flamingos. We're talking plastic chairs, folding tables, and that wonderfully chaotic energy of an actual local beach. This is where Cancun families come on weekends, where kids are playing soccer in the sand, and where you can eat at the many food stalls serving amazing local goodies and also incredibly fresh fish for a fraction of what you'd pay at Flamingos and anywhere else. So there's your perfect day with options for every budget. Keep your adventure going and click the video in the top right corner to watch the ultimate Cancun do's and don'ts guide packed with must-know tips for your next getaway. Don't forget to subscribe to our newsletter for insider travel advice, exclusive deals, and the latest updates delivered right to your inbox. Thanks for watching and safe travels.